Hello, friends. How are you? Well, if you don't know me, then I'm a very lazy person, but I do like to code. Do you want to learn coding with me? Well, I hope so. And if yes, then we can do this on this channel. Before everything, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for further notifications of more interesting videos. So, let's go. Okay, so today's lesson is how to write a simple Java program. So this is not a full-fledged Java tutorial which we will be covering in the later videos. This is just a simple practical implementation of how you can start writing a program without having any ID. So we will only be using notepads here and we will not be using any special IDE or platform for it. So you basically can code it on any operating system. Here I will be using Windows. If you have Unix or Mac, you can any operating system you can use it. There are some softwares which you will need to install before getting started with Java. First of all, you should have a notepad. I'm sorry for spelling mistake. And second thing which you need is Java. So you should have Java installed in your system, and to install Java you have to go to your simple web browser if you have like Chrome or any other web browser, and you just have to search download Java latest version. And you can see on my screen here that once I search this, I will get many options, but I will just click on the first link for now. And in java.com, this is the authenticated Oracle site. I will just go there and click on this button, agree, and start free download. So this will just give me an latest version of Java. If you are using Windows, you might download an exe file. If you are using Unix, you might get a tar file, and similar file you will get for Apple or any other operating system. All you have to do is install that file. So in Windows you can just click on run and it will get installed on your system. And for Unix you might have to set some paths, but it will also easily get installed. We will do a further tutorial on Java installation, but if you need any help, please write down in the comment section and I will try to help you out as much as I can. After your Java is installed, you open your command prompt or any other command editor. If you are using like Unix, you can use terminal. Just write java hyphen version and you will see the Java details here, the runtime environment details. Here I am having Java version 12, but the program I will be teaching you here is so simple that you do not need a very high version of Java. You can basically write it on a very low version as well. Let's get started. First of all, open a notepad and write class my class. So you can see here what Java is: an object oriented programming language. Everything in Java has to be an object. To create object, we have to create a class, and that is why here I have created class my class. In my class I have to write a method called as public static void main, and it is having these arguments, string arguments. And basically what this method is kind of an entry point into my Java program. So what will happen is that if you have a home, in your home you have a main gate, right? So if anybody has to enter inside your home, he has to go through the main gate. Just like that, if I have to run anything, if I have to run any command through Java, I need to do it through my main function. So that is why I have created a main function here. Here I will create a print statement, and to write a print statement in Java, you just have to write system.out.println and pass any string you want to print. Every statement in Java is followed by a semicolon. So I have written a semicolon here. Now I will go to wherever path I want to save this file. Here I am going inside this superbly long path, and I will just save it as myclass.java. Interesting thing is I have named the file same as that of my class name. You can name your file different than your class name as well. But in my opinion, always name your Java file same as that of your class name, because it will be complicated to execute it or to run it. Hence, always name your file same as that of your class name. Now I will go to the command prompt and I will go to where this file is basically located. So I have placed this file in a complicated long path, that is why I have to go inside it. And then after going inside this, what I will try to do is compile this file. So what is the difference between a compiled code? So Java is a compiled language, and what you have to do is in Java you have to compile the code before running it. You can see that after I went to this path, I can find my myclass.java file. So now what this Java file is, this Java file is my source code and I have to compile it. Just for example, if you eat food, right, you can eat food but you will have to cook it before eating it. Just like that, in Java, if you want to run something, you have to compile it or you have to cook it, for example, right? So in this Java file, I will compile it, and I can do this with this command called as javac myclass.java. After I execute this command, you can see that I have another class created, another file created called as myclass.class. So this is like a compiled version of my Java file. So what happens, let's suppose I want to give somebody my code and I want them to run it. I don't want to share my source code with them. I will just give them this dot class compiled version and it will work on their system as well. So that's how I can protect the privacy of my source code and also help others to run the same on their system. Now I want to run this file. How can I run it? So to run any Java file, the command is Java and the name of your class. So my class name was my class, so I have written here Java my class, and after hitting enter, I will see my result. So you can see that the name of my class is my class, and I have written Java my class, and if I click on enter, hello world is printed beautifully. So this is how you can run a Java program pretty easily. You have only two commands, Java C for compilation and Java for running. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any comments or any questions, please write down below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.